It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, Sylvester Stallone. They showing me love for my city. Yeah, ain't saying hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part like them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clipper D. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they taking notice.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Yellow, there's a lot, eh? You ain't doing nothing with that. You ain't doing nothing with that.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boy, bring it up. Ready? 90, Wolf. 6-6, bullet high. Wide, get wide. SOS. Head up.
1st and 10, Stick. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Bring it.
They'll go with a keeper. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Push him back. Push him back. Deuce, 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 deuce.
General West.
Mike, 44. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. 44 is the Mike.
Hard, hard.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go.
Get it.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Malone, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
That's trash. That's trash.
More out. Pilot, 64, weak.
Bang, bang.
Set, go. 5.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes looking middle, and it's incomplete. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 6-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey! Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll throw on 2nd down as Stick. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Set, 50, plant.
Now Gordon on first down. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight end right. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
On 2nd and 7, stick. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Chargers, first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
We got 3, we got 3.
They'll run on first down. Gordon, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jerry Tillery coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
But it brings up 3rd down.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Forced out to his left. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been. If he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Tighten up.
Look at me. Go.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double dog, that's the way.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On second down, it's Stick. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, D.
Buzz.
Mike 20.
Go on.
Hey, alert 3.
Shoot.
Here's Stick, third and long. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Greystone, travel.
Check four.
Rock it.
Check safety. Check.
Let's go.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. Room here to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Look, squeeze. Hey, Sam off.
Big Ed.
Hey, exit.
Switch gears. Watch twist.
Check it out.
Now stick. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Got it. 80 weapons.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Come on, baby. Let's go.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Kill. Hey, watch this.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Echo.
44's the mic.
Hard.
Here I come again.
Leo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stick. Got his man. It's Williams. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already. Throwing now is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 and the 34.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, Haywood!
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing. Ready?
1st and 10, Stick. Sliding out of the pocket. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, we go Mike 20, Mike. Hey, Mike 7. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Coming. Show it.
Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Stick. Allen's got it complete. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Tight end rope, tight end rope.
Protein spill.
Check 31, check 31. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
Mike.
Gordon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 46 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. To try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
We ain't giving him nothing to
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. That one complete to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken. Down right at the 20.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the head?
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they want to play football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Brings up third down.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
36.
Topper.
Switch.
Go out.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Hey, check. 3 down. Check that. Check 26.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow. Attack. Yellow.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes buying time to his left. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
44, Mike, 44. Come on, D. Now. 44 is the Mike.
Check pass.
Hit it.
From the 29, Stick. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here we go.
Hey, lock it.
20. Switch up. Check.
5.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Look at me. Go. Hey, wahoo. Go.
Check. Undercrush.
Rock it.
Jumping.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Hey, foxtrot.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check.
On fourth down, here's Stick. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Mack. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First down, Kansas City.
57's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground.
Today's final score, Chiefs.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've